If you think you're too old, you are. If you think you're too young, you are. If you think it's too hard, it is. How many people do we know that reinvented themselves in their 60s, their 70s, their 80s? It is all a state of mind. Set your goals, set your intentions, and make it real. I took 35 years of being in business for myself. Yes, 35 years. I was 17 when I started a firewood cutting business. Actually 16. I started a firewood cutting business. And along that journey of firewood business and my parents being married 9 times and this journey of obsessing and reading and starting 13 companies and doing more than I ever imagined possible, going on to being a multiple New York Times bestselling author and partner with Tony Robbins and donate millions to charity and all this great stuff. Along that journey, I've now looked back and I recognize what are the pieces that propelled me forward? What kept my state of mind? What suppressed the inner villain or suppressed the inner imposter syndrome or that inner self-doubt and unleashed this power that moved me forward even when I was uncomfortable? What allowed me to find the motivation, the inspiration, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the energy? How do I stay in shape? How do I have the love of my life, be the dad I want, balance power, balance time? How to persuade ethically? All of those things are the things that allowed me to be here. We can replace any limiting story with a story of empowerment. And when you attach those emotions to goals, you become unstoppable. Where you are is maybe okay, but it's not who you're meant to be. So you know where you are with honesty. Then we must decide, where is it that we truly want to go? Who do we want to be in a year from now? Think of that question. I didn't say what do you want? Who do you want to become a year from now? What kind of income, happiness, joy, health do you want? Let's pretend it's a year from now. Pretend it's the best year of our lives. And what does that look like when you look in the mirror, when you look in your bank account, when you get up to do your daily thing? Is it going to an office or is it doing your own thing where you're impacting others, right? Why do you want to make more money, have more love, have a better body, or be in better shape? Why do you want to find self-love again or get out of that bad habit? Why? It's always deeper. Right? Could be for family, could be for freedom, could be because you want control of your decisions, your time, right? Could be that you want to be a better parent, a better husband, a better wife, a better spouse, a better significant other. I don't know your why, but when you attach your heart to your goal, you become unstoppable. The last piece, if you know where you are and you know where you want to go, if you attach your heart, the last piece is how are you going to get there? What capabilities do you need to keep your mindset sharp, to never lose your confidence, to stay in the right state of mind, to unleash that inner hero that lives in all of us, to stay happy, abundant, to focus on solutions, to move forward, to not feel like an imposter? What capabilities do you need? When you want to learn something, find somebody who's living the life you want, that truly has the depth and breadth and is willing to create a course, a workshop, a mastermind, gain the capabilities, and make it happen. I've been in the self-education industry for over 24 years, and I want to give you the common denominator of the people that break through and have the greatest year of their life and shift, like fundamentally shift their future forever. You see, they do gain the capabilities, the how, from someone who's already been there. But you have to be careful. Once you get the knowledge, that's not enough. That must be combined with the addiction. Please write this down right now. With the addiction of uncomfortable action. We must get addicted to uncomfortable action. We must get addicted to courageously moving forward. Courage isn't moving forward in the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even if you're a little scared, even if you've never done it before, even if you feel like an imposter, even if you feel like your friends will think you're crazy, or your family members, or your spouse. That is what we must get addicted to. So the magical combination for success is gaining capabilities from someone who's already been there, someone who's crafted the blueprint, and then shifting your mindset to say, I'm going to go for this. And if I fail, congratulations. That means I'm pushing myself. Because if you haven't failed much, that means you're playing safe. And you don't like safe, or you wouldn't be here right now. And that's the part I missed yesterday. I thought it was so important for you to understand. If you feel uneasy about moving forward, congratulations. If you feel a little nervous, have butterflies about starting the business, scaling the business, doing the sales, doing the marketing, having that conversation with your husband, talking to your children, walking into the gym. If it's making you a little nervous, congratulations. Your next level of life lives on the other side of that uncomfortable action. But again, you want the blueprint end the action, and then it's game over. Okay, my team compiled a lot of the questions that came in. We noticed a trend on a certain, and I really wanted to address them. And the top ones were, what if people don't support me? Some people said, my husband doesn't believe me. My kids think I'm crazy, right? Friends don't think I'm doing the right thing. They should feel, some people said, people around me think I should be happy with the life I have. And I'm just going to resort back to what my dear friend Trent Shelton said. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have a desire to serve more, impact more, make more, change your family's legacy forever, create a company that goes on and impacts lives and makes money and changes all the pieces of your family, or rise up through the ranks in the company you're in, or make so much money it's ridiculous and then give it all away. Here's what Trent said. God gave you that dream. God gave you that, God, universe, whatever you believe in, that goal. He didn't give it to your husband or your wife or your friends or your family. So how can you expect them to understand their dreams? God didn't give it to them. He gave it to you. My other dear friend, Sean Stevenson, used to say, don't you dare dim your glow to make the other people around you feel better because you're burning so bright. Listen, I know sometimes it's hard. Those that want more, do more, go for more are the oddballs. They're the crazy ones at first. But remember this, they don't make statues of critics. They make statues of the dreamers, the crazy ones that kept pushing forward. If you believe there's more, like Dale Carnegie said, if you know you have more potential and you're not utilizing it, that's the definition of unhappiness. Another big one that came in that said, the world seems like it's crumbling around us. Is this really a time for me to go for it? Again, these are hundreds of questions that we kind of boil down. Yes, the outside world is crazier than I've seen it in my 53 years on this planet. That's why we must strengthen our inner game. We can't control the outside world, but we surely can control the inner game. And let me ask you a question. Do you think this is the first time in history things have gone sideways? Man, I've been obsessing on books right now for the last 4,000 years. This has been the same cycle over and over and over. The last 500 years, the exact same cycle. But why has there still been people that have been massively successful, massively happy, even in times of change? How could that be? Because they didn't let the outside world affect the inside game. And those that can master the inner game thrive significantly more than those that are paralyzed trying to figure out what's next. Don't count on anybody else. Count on you and the strength you have inside of you. I hate my job, but I feel stuck and scared to leave. Here's what I'd say. Don't leave right now, but find a way to convince yourself that what you're doing is part of your journey and fall in love with what you're currently doing. Yes, you can shift it just like that if you think to yourself, what I'm currently doing is just a stepping stone to who I'm going to become. Because how we do one thing is how we do everything. You can't say, I hate this job, and you're just getting by until something comes along, because maybe something will never come along. You'll never have the nerve. But if you fall in love with what you're doing, you get 10 times better, become the best at it, opportunity opens up like crazy. When I was working in a collision shop, working on cars every single day, I hated it. But I found a way to fall in love with it, and I became the best of the best. It was temporary. It was a bump in the road. But if I would have hated it forever, I might still be doing it. The last one is, am I too old for success? It could be, am I too old? It could be, am I too young? It could be, I'm not that good with tech. I live in the wrong area. I'm in the wrong country. Could be a million things. Remember, it's all a state of mind. If you think you're too old, you are. If you think you're too young, you are. If you think it's too hard, it is. How many people do we know that reinvented themselves in their 60s, their 70s, their 80s? My dad is reinventing himself right now at 85 years old. It is all a state of mind.